So going into the grind of Team of the Seasons, we are coming into the final couple of weeks with some of the best Team of the Seasons that we should have in the game. Lots of evolutions coming about, and the question is, how do you grind this game consistently and very, very easily? This is probably the best and easiest grind that we've got going. Now, we're going to go through step by step, and we will try and get something at least semi-decent to show for it. So, first and foremost, let's just back off all of these favorites and let's start from a fresh. So if you are looking into a normal daily login, so if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. You will see these options. So when we go to upgrades, we've got all of these. This is a brand new account. I haven't done anything for days upon days on this account. So first and foremost, daily login is going to be done every single day. This will give you said reward. Obviously with this account, I haven't continually done it, so I will only be at number 1, but you should get a reward every single day. They've given the daily login throughout the entirety of Team of the Season. Now, if you are looking at multiple Team of the Seasons, the trading is always nice to have, just because it gives you the chance of somebody else. It's a one-off free pick, love to do it. The encore player pick, I don't really bother with. Same with the heroes, same with the other icons. I'm not really too fussed about them. The tradable Team of the Week is always fantastic to do, naturally, because you are going to get yourselves a little bump in coins. 85 rated team should be pretty simple. I would recommend putting that in the favorites and doing it. The 84 times 7 is a must do. The Superliga Team of the Season is must, just in case you do get that Oshiman. Bundesliga is obviously the same. We have got the 100 player pack. We've got the 84 Team of the Week, the 86 player pick. We have the 78 double, but we do have now the premium. We have the 84 times 5, the premium, and I must admit, I've been a big fan of the 82 1 of 3. That's always been a nice one, so we'll throw that in just for now and we'll kind of go through it. The 83 times 10 is another great one, and this is kind of where the grind starts. So we have got the Team of the Season crafting, the Team of the Season grind upgrade, and the Super Bronze. We also have then the daily Bronze, Silver, and Gold. Obviously with this, it depends on what you want to go for. Now, most definitely you want to be doing the bronze, because the grinding upgrade now is just going to be bronze players. I think this is fantastic. It's exactly what we need to be able to just grind this game as much as possible. It's simple. You don't have to worry about it. If obviously you do run out of bronzes and you've done your daily bronze and super bronze, you can just go and open bronze packs. That's the best bit about this, is it is quite literally just so simple to do. So obviously with the super bronze packs, you just have to give up one player, the exact same as when you're doing the daily bronze pack. You can just give up one bronze and you'll get yourselves a X amount of bronze players. So as you'll see, this account isn't fully stacked. By now, realistically, if you have not kept up with your bronze upgrades, you probably still got a massive stack of bronzes in your team, so, or in your club at least, ready to grind into this. So obviously every day you're doing your daily and also super bronze player packs to be able to get as many bronze players in there without having to do any extra. So you can just chuck every single one of them in. You don't need to worry too much about bronze players because they don't tend to sell for anything anyway. So realistically, you're just chucking absolutely everybody in there. Just grind out as much as possible. You get 24 players for the first one, and I think it was 12 for the other. And we will get this grind pack back. Now, sometimes it could be walkouts. Sometimes it could just be boards. And then maybe you get a Team of the Season. But you're going to get yourselves a lovely amount of golds back into the club. Now, this is going to be perfect for obviously doing either the Team of the Season crafting or obviously the premium. As you'll see, we've got a few random packs in general. The 81 times 2 is going to be from the daily login. Sometimes, again, you can get something decent from it. The main thing is when you're doing these daily stuff is to just kind of chip away at everything. Naturally, it's just to kind of keep grinding out and just keep getting yourselves extra stuff for very little. We've got 14 objectives done. I don't know which ones we're doing there. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of the kits, if anything. Do we get any packs for these? I think, yeah, I was going to say, a lot of them are going to be just the badges. We'll just click it and just obtain it all, just get it all into the club. But in general, when you're doing the objectives as well, there is a lot of different objectives that will give you a solid amount of rewards. It's not necessarily that they don't give you much, they do give you a pretty fair whack of everything. So getting anything and everything in your club is the main aim, to get as many team of the seasons as possible. Now obviously, if you are already in the team of the season hype and kind of grinded through, more than likely you've packed your fair share of team of the season. So being in this scenario without either one team of the season or at least a few high rated cards is going to be unheard of. But the way that you can kind of combat that, say if you have come back into the game, I try and think of all angles that maybe you've just not bothered with team of the season at this point. To be honest, I don't blame you either. You can obviously find different objectives or different SBCs that will give you a team of the season, or at least a chance of a team of the season, without actually putting anything in that is a team of the season. Some of them do require team of the weeks as well, which is nice. The 86 player pick is going to be a great one for this, as it is an 84 rated team with 185. So if I go to any of my storage in this account, I don't know what's in it, if there's even anything. I mean, I got broke the game as well. So after 2 tries, we're going to just go from the club. It makes sense a little bit more. So in terms of what we've got to put in, we've got to make sure we've got 185 at the minimum, which, like I say, we haven't got much in this team anyway, or in this club, just because we haven't bothered with it. But the way that I'd kind of do it if I was just kind of grinding out before we go to the main account is by trying to do the 86 picks. If obviously that does fail as such, say I don't get a team of the season in the very first one, which is still unlikely to some extent, then naturally you just go back to doing the grinding packs to get more and more packs ready to go. So it isn't necessarily that I've got one shot and that's it. This is just for the purpose of a video showing you that one chance can sometimes do it. Now, not always, and obviously you do need to then keep getting team of the seasons after that. It's not a very kind of great way to kind of grind about, but sometimes you never know. So we're going to at least get some high rated fodder in this, get at least an 88 at the minimum. Now naturally we could put her into something else and you just keep grinding around. So let's move into the main account. The one thing I do like as well, because I know the main account's finished with this one, you've got 785s to put in and 586s. I'm kind of interested to see where they go with that, with them not giving a full 11 but they're making you put in certain ratings. Just bear with that, that kind of requirement for next year as well. So onto the main account and just showing you what you can kind of do. So obviously with the 84 times 7, I still need to finish the Bundesliga, but I've been kind of holding off ready for a video. But say the 84 times 7 is kind of your daily stuff. Naturally, I will normally try and just kind of put everything from my storage in and just make it a little bit easier for myself anyway. So when I look at this, I'll obviously go for the specials and we'll look at a team of the season. Naturally, we more than likely have a few that we could put in anyway, so that's always nice. And then we just got to try and get the 84. We have whittled the club down quite a bit, finishing multiple player SBCs and grinding that way. And all it takes, like I say, is a bit more of your grinding packs and just grinding them out a little bit more consistently every day. Which, to be fair, I've kind of been half and half with them, just because in general it's been a little bit of a kind of a slow grind for team of the seasons at the minute. It seems to have been really difficult to try and get a consistent amount. Getting like a couple, again, some nice ones is all right, but it's never really the top end cards, which is the annoying part. So in the 84 times 7, we're going to get gold again. You can obviously still get highlights, whether they're even worth anything this time round. They're obviously going to be available as well. What we'll do is we'll finish off on finishing everything from today and then hopefully see what team of the seasons we can get just from the daily stuff. So finishing off the remaining 84 times 7s, let's see what team of the season we get from here. And we still have the lovely 83 times 10s, which is always fantastic as well. So 3 of these. First one's not going to be a blue, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's about rolling the FOD around, getting all of these players, just consistently bringing them back in. And that's where the enjoyment and the non-enjoyment kind of come from. I always prefer personally trying to get, and I know everybody will say the 85 times 15 is always good, and of course it will be, but at least getting like 10 or 11 players back, because then you can keep grinding them round. Getting the 7, lovely highlight. It is a little bit frustrating because naturally you're just still having to put some players in there. Now, we obviously have got the... I don't even, what is we got Soot, the Europa Select, and we also get, we get 2 highlights. They're going to be great for the requirements anyway. So getting them sort of players are nice, and this is the point of just grinding as many Team of the Seasons as possible. Then next up would be the 83 times 10s. These have now had a full rehaul because they are available for your Team of the Season or Team of the Week, I believe. I think it's Team of the Season and Team of the Week. So if we go over to the 83 times 10, we've got Team of the Season or Team of the Week and an 83 rated team. So the way I would grind these out is normally once I've done the grinding packs, I will put the commons in first from my club. And then what I'd do from there is obviously back out one of these players. I would then go special newest because I'm going to put one of the newer teams in there. And then I would obviously go from there. See, it's 80 rated. I'd go back into my storage now. Make sure that I've obviously got a few of my players in here and just start adding in until we get to that 83. And you just basically keep doing that and grind it round. If you're obviously utilizing a Team of the Season and some of your commons, you're going to basically fill up your storage because naturally I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions that are not going to be filled out of the possible 10 from this pack. So let's finish off all 4 of them and we'll see what we can get. That's all the 83 times 10s finish. Let's see what we can get from them. We got 4 of them grinded out, so 40 83s and above, which should hopefully give us some decent rewards back. And this is a daily turn of events, so this is always nice. We're going to start off with just a gold, pretty much just we skip them. And to be fair, once we do get into La Liga Team of the Season, it is just going to be a bit of the same, and then we go into potentially Ultimate, and then into... I don't know if they're going straight into footies or we're going to find something else prior. Normally they think of a different way of grinding it out. And this is kind of my problem with the Team of the Season now a little bit is it does seem like there is very few low Team of the Seasons coming. Like you've already done, what, 484 times 7s, 283 times 10s. And the best I've got is 2 highlights in one pack. Now, obviously not getting one in the third one. This is kind of where I personally do shut off with these and why I wouldn't necessarily go absolutely all in. And more than likely will go more all in during the footies turn events because at least you're going to get a solid amount back. Final one, 4 of them, and that's not even got a walkout in it, which is the point where I'm like, you've got 10 83s, and that's the big question with them, whether they are worth it or not. Now, the ones that are, or at least tend to be more worth it, is going to be what's a little bit harder to grind out, the 86 player picks, because we basically don't get much back. We might do the 100 players first. That's obviously 2 Team of the Weeks, 85 and 86. So you want to make sure that you obviously have done your 84 Team of the Week pick prior to that. And that's the 100 done. 284 picks, or player packs, and then we get the 100 done. So this is going to hopefully give us maybe a Team of the Season. These have, I must admit, been a little bit rubbish for me in general, but we will see how we get on. I mean, it's gold, whether we get a highlight or anything from this, at least we get a walkout at the minimum. And I think once you go further back, we will basically not see the highlights. So it's just going to be personally for more fodder options, if anything. And there we go, another 286 picks done as well, just from what has kind of been left over from all of these packs. First one, we're not going to get anything good. A little bit better. And a big one for the finish, it's an 88 Endler. And then in the second one, we're going to find a 88, a 91, and to finish off an 87. So already nice rewards back to get more players back into the club. And once you've kind of gone from there, then you've kind of got your few ways. So obviously you want to make sure you're doing the grinding like we suggested earlier. That is something I do need to do. And then you kind of got the choices between what you kind of want to do after that. You can obviously then go either with the premium. You've got the 82 player pick, the Team of the Season crafted. Now, if you're looking very specific, the premium is always going to be pretty decent. I must admit, I'm a big fan of the 82 one of free. I thought, we'll try it again, but I believe I did 5 or 6. And to be fair, the rewards back was pretty solid. Like, they may not be crazy Team of the Seasons consistently, but it was at least good enough that I'm like, well, if I'm putting my fodder into this, at least I'm getting something worth the return. So that is another one that you could do amongst doing the premium, but it does require 3 rare and 2 common. So it's not necessarily a common heavy one to come back on. We're going to get an 82, which would be the worst that I've got, and an 83. Yeah, quite literally. I think the lowest I got was an 83 and the highest was like 91 with Haaland. But in general, they're going to be an interesting one to say the least. We then have the 9 rare and 2 obviously going to be common for the premium this week, which is just slightly annoying when it comes to actually grinding these out, because naturally you kind of want it to be either be all rare or not, because I kind of feel like I have to put the commons in. Naturally you don't have to, you could do and put the commons in something else instead, but it just feels like a waste that I can put commons in, so I kind of need to as such. So this will give you the premium back for the Serie A and also the NWSL. This is going to be your better chance over the 78 double to get yourselves a team of the season. Still a little bit difficult and most definitely will take a bit more than just one, but grinding these out are going to be fantastic. Now, the one that kind of battles it for me is going to be that team of the season grinding, because we do have the objectives with it as well. I would personally suggest the team of the season crafting upgrade before anything else, just to get them upgrade objectives anyway. If you don't want the Serie A, then I would suggest waiting for La Liga and grinding it out then. But you are going to get 577s for pretty much the same sort of grind. So this is going to be all of your commons and 2 rares, which is always nice. So you can obviously put quite a lot in there. Go into the club, go rare, low to high. We just put 2 in, and then that's going to be 1 done. 5 rares back, meaning you don't have to put as many rares in every single time, because you're not going to get a baller option every time, but at least it gives you something to grind through and get decent objectives back as well. So that's going to be kind of another way that you can kind of grind out the game. That's going to give you some decent walkouts as well, I must admit. Fodder options have been pretty good from the 77 times 5s. And then finally we will finish off on the 91 trade-in pick. Now, obviously with this, it's dependent on if you really want to with it, because I don't think it's necessarily needed, but it's decent enough if you can get a decent choice. And that's going to be finished for today then. So the 91 player pick, let's see what we can get from it. Hopefully somebody decent. It is a 1 of 3 at the moment, but there is lots and lots of chances of somebody good. First one is going to be 94 Trent. We have got him, but I mean, it's not the worst option. Next one is 93 Fowler. We did have a, and the final one is a highlight. It's not the greatest, so whether you just go for the 94 for the rating, I'm personally going to do that. And like I say, with all of these grinding techniques and being able to finish a lot of these players, and even some of the cheap ones to utilize in this, it could potentially give you somebody decent. So keep grinding out everything that we've suggested in this. Make sure you're doing your daily stuff, and hopefully La Liga will come and the rates will come with it as well. Peace.